Made in China. It is printed on your phone, your clothes, even your medicine. But behind this simple label lies a power struggle that is reshaping the world. Americans aren't just worried about cheaper products, they are worried about dependency, lost jobs, weakened industries, and global influence slipping away. Today, we uncover why China's manufacturing rise has the US on edge and why this matters for your wallet, your job, and your future. Rewind to the 1980s. China was still developing, rural, and recovering from decades of isolation. Fast forward to today, world's largest exporter produces 30% of global manufacturing output, dominates sectors like steel, electronics, solar panels, electric vehicles. What fueled this rise? Low labor costs, massive infrastructure investment, aggressive subsidies, access to global markets, especially the US. In other words, while America outsourced, China insourced the world's production line. And now China wants to move up the value chain, focusing on AI, biotech, semiconductors, and aerospace. This isn't just catch up, it is an attempt to leap ahead. American concerns are deep and growing. During the pandemic, Americans realized how dependent they were on Chinese supply chains, from face masks to microchips. Since China joined the WTO in 2001, the US lost over 3.7 million manufacturing jobs, especially in the Rust Belt. Entire towns felt abandoned. Some Chinese companies are suspected of data surveillance, intellectual property theft, and links to the Chinese military. For the US, this isn't just about business, it is about control and safety. China isn't content making t-shirts anymore. Now it wants to lead in artificial intelligence, quantum computing, electric vehicles. BYD is outpacing Tesla in some markets. 5G and 6G networks, drone warfare, and cyber tools. The US is concerned these technologies might give China a military and surveillance edge. Think about it. If a country controls the hardware and software, it might control the future itself. Many US corporations are deeply tied to China. Why? Lower production costs is equal to higher profits. But there is a catch. When companies rely on Chinese factories, they expose themselves to geopolitical risks like tariffs and sanctions, censorship pressures, unpredictable shutdowns, as seen during zero COVID policies. And now with rising tensions over Taiwan, corporate America is nervous. Even Apple is slowly shifting iPhone production to India and Vietnam. A new era of de-risking has begun. This manufacturing dominance is no longer just an economic issue, it is a political flashpoint. Democrats push for green energy independence, but Chinese companies dominate solar panel production. Republicans want to be tough on China, but US businesses still crave access to Chinese markets. And both sides agree America needs to bring back critical manufacturing. Hence the CHIPS Act, the Inflation Reduction Act, and the new Buy American policies. Washington is finally waking up, but is it too late? Beyond economics and power, there is a moral dilemma too. China has been criticized for poor labor conditions, forced labor in Xinjiang, heavy industrial pollution, dumping cheap goods to kill competition. Americans increasingly ask, are we okay with benefiting from this? Some brands are under pressure to prove ethical sourcing. But let's be honest, most consumers still chase the lowest price. So what does the future hold? America is trying to reshore manufacturing, build strategic reserves, strengthen ties with India, Mexico, and Southeast Asia invest in clean tech and chip making, but China isn't slowing down. With initiatives like Belt and Road and Made in China 2025, it is eyeing global dominance in innovation, not just output. This isn't a cold war, it is a cold supply chain war, and it affects every global citizen. China's rise in manufacturing has lifted millions out of poverty, but it has also made the world more unequal, more competitive, and more fragile. For Americans, the concern is clear. Will the US remain a global leader or become dependent on its biggest rival? Let us know what you think. Should America rebuild its industrial strength? Is globalization a threat or a tool we just haven't mastered? For more insightful breakdowns, make sure to subscribe to our main channel at Manish Sarji. And if you are into personal growth and self-development, don't miss our second channel at Mango Prep Talks. Join the community and get exclusive updates by signing up for the newsletter at www.manishgoswami.com. Have questions or want to collaborate? Reach out to us anytime at info@manishgoswami.com. And don't forget to fuel your focus and productivity with premium nutrition only at www.dapier.com.